got to be a factor. I think regardless if we're playing at the park or not, it comes down to execution. We didn't execute our stuff at a high level tonight on both ends of the floor, and that led to us losing tonight.
Jewel, how confident did you feel in that last look? Getting free for the time shot.
Yeah, I feel confident. Anytime you get good looks, it's a little off. Obviously we didn't want to be in that situation, but we want to have good looks, good execution, and we didn't do that.
Anyone else in the room?
Yeah, ladies, either one of you guys can answer this question, but what do you guys make of Dominique Malunga's game? Another double-double tonight, obviously the go-ahead bucket. What do you guys think about her game?
I think she was huge today for them. Obviously, she's long. She's a rebound. She grabbed the board. They made us pay, so I think she's going to be really good.
Anyone else for players before we go to coach? All right, thank you, players. If we can raise hands, we'll start with questions for coach.
Coach, Asia scoreless in the last 7 minutes of this game. Did you feel like you weren't able to get her the ball in the right spots down that stretch?
Free throws, 15 turnovers, don't execute, have a turnover off the board. We lost. This is a shame. I feel like we let that one go in our poor soft defense down the stretch. Just soft.
Coach, were they more the physicality? Were they a little bit more physical than you want your team to be?
Yeah, of course they were. I mean, they're playing for their lives. They better be physical. We didn't match the physicality in the first half. I thought we did a better job coming out in the third. You had an 8-9 point lead going in the fourth quarter. You gotta protect that.
You mentioned Dominique Malunga. Can you talk a little bit about her impact on Asia today and what your team can do better to stop her next game?
I just think we got to get a better job of getting her in movement instead of just those, post ISOs. She's long. She's athletic. We got to move her a little bit more. But I also just saw A miss some shots, and also she got to the free throw line 11 times. So, we could have been more efficient with it for sure.
Anyone else in the room for coach?
Before the series, you talked about this change to the 1-1-1 format and not liking it. Now, knowing that you do get a deciding game back home for game 3, do you like that element of it?
I mean, I think the lower seed should have to win a game to come get one at home, but it is what it is. It's a tough travel, really, for all parties. To come in for one, then go back for one. I mean, I just think it's a tough situation, but it is what it is. Yeah, of course, if we have to have a game 3, we like it at home.
Right. Anyone else? Andrew Jones on Zoom. Andrew?
Yes, she's practicing because he likes Tinga.
What is going on? There are a couple people here that are supposed to be muted. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry, Andrew. Go ahead.
No problem. Thank you, Coach. They had their 10 3-pointers, which I think maybe first up they're able to have double-digits and 3-pointers. With Skylar having a game from 3-point line, how do you feel your team guarded from the 3-point line? Is this something where they just hit their threes and hats off to them, and we'll take it to game 3?
No, we guarded poorly at the 3-point line. Our hands are down. We were not disruptive. We weren't even guarding. They were shooting. We were 8 feet off of them. No, it's trash, garbage. At the 3-point line.
We'll go to Nikias on Zoom. Nikias.
Just a quick one from me, Coach, on the final defensive possession, opting to play that one out versus fouling early. I think there was like a 3-second differential between the play clock and shot clock at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of the low end of the range there that you want to look for in terms of playing it out for this fouling?
3 seconds is plenty of time. I mean, the danger in not fouling is they get an offensive rebound or a tip, those 3 seconds tick off fast. However, our defense has been pretty good down the stretch. Skylar stepped up, hit a shot, I don't think we can get a better shot with 12 seconds left, right? Like we got a decent look, we missed. That's the way the game goes. It should have never came down to that, quite honestly. The defense in the last 2.5 minutes was really poor.
Thank you.
Any last wrap-ups for Coach? Fourth row. Last few, please.
Yeah, Coach did talk about Jackie Young's performance in the third quarter, especially. She took over the game.
She was struggling a little bit there in the first half. I mean, we're not going anywhere without her, so we got to get her going. Luckily, she was able to get herself going, help us do a really great job, I mean, on both ends of the floor, defensively and offensively, to get that lead going into the fourth. And then, like I said, I thought the ball stopped moving. But more importantly, our defense let us down. We know we can't give teams 25, 27 points. Like we're not built that way. They know that. So we just gotta be better next time. A little more attention to detail. I felt like they got rolling early, and we were not really, again, besides the third quarter, which I was happy with our defense. Then I thought our defense was a step behind, not as physical. It is what it is. I mean, we those things are in our control. So hopefully we do a better job in game 3. And it's really all of us. It falls back on all of us. It wasn't just one person. We all got to be better.
Last question for anyone in the room. All right. Thank you, Coach.
Yep.